Deadpool's killing spree begins in Ravencroft Asylum. A flashback reveals that the X-Men admitted Wade to Ravencroft to cure his insanity, placing him under the care of Dr. Brighton. Unbeknownst to them, Brighton is Psycho Man in disguise. He injects Wade with a mind-altering serum intended to silence Deadpool's inner voices, but it backfires catastrophically. The treatment implants a single new voice in Deadpool's head, one that orders him to kill everyone. As Deadpool himself later recalls, Psycho Man's experiment shut down his inner voices and replaced them with a homicidal command. Enraged by the betrayal, Deadpool crushes the doctor's skull like a stamp and blows up the asylum in an explosive escape. Deadpool then tracks down Uatu the Watcher and kills him with a modified Reed Richards device, removing the Cosmic Observer. By the time the story returns to the present, Deadpool is already en route to new victims. In New York City, the Fantastic Four are his first targets. The Human Torch's plane is sabotaged. Deadpool slams into it, crushing Johnny Storm and slitting his throat. Invisible Woman Sue Storm, alerted by the splatter, vanishes and blasts Deadpool's head off with a force field. Deadpool's healing factor re-knits him instantly, however. He spins around and stabs Sue in the back, killing her outright. Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, already mortally wounded by the attack, dies of his injuries moments later, having saved the Richards children in the negative zone. The Thing, Ben Grimm, lies in rocky ruin amid the explosion. With the first family of Marvel wiped out, Deadpool's rampage is underway. The carnage goes public. Television reporter Trish Tilby notes that Deadpool has already slaughtered many heroes and villains: Doom, Ghost Rider, even Howard the Duck, who died roasted. Notably, Deadpool next ambushes Spider-Man in the middle of the city. Spidey tries his usual banter, but Deadpool is merciless. After distracting Peter with talking, Deadpool then shoots him point-blank in the head, killing Spider-Man instantly. In the aftermath of Spider-Man's brutal death, the remaining Avengers gather in a tense emergency meeting. The situation has grown dire. Deadpool's rampage now includes the likes of Black Panther, Iron Fist, and Tigra. Avengers Tower is the next scene of horror. Jarvis discovers Hank Pym's body and finds that Pym particles have been stolen. Deadpool is inside. In a single brutal moment, Deadpool detonates a device that collapses the tower, killing every hero present except two. Only Luke Cage and Thor survive the initial blast. Both miss the meeting for different reasons. Deadpool then personally finishes them. He hides bombs in Luke's coffee, which detonate and obliterate Luke Cage from the inside. He also straps Pym particles onto Thor's Mjolnir. When Mjolnir flies back toward Thor, it grows impossibly heavy and crushes him under its own weight. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, was one of the only heroes strong enough to stop Deadpool. When they first fought, the Hulk easily ripped Deadpool apart and walked away, thinking it was over. He just wanted to be left alone. But Deadpool doesn't stay dead for long. After healing, Deadpool tracked the Hulk to a quiet cave. By then, the Hulk had turned back into Bruce Banner and was fast asleep. Deadpool took the chance and killed him in his sleep. In the aftermath, the few remaining survivors take desperate action. In New York City, Aunt May Parker and Mary Jane Watson convene with other grieving relatives. They pool their resources and secretly hire a legendary mercenary killer, Taskmaster, to stop Deadpool. Mary Jane and May offer all they have: money, jewelry, even Norman Osborn's helmet in payment. And Taskmaster accepts. Thus, the first challenger to Deadpool is set: the gun-for-hire Taskmaster, an expert assassin who can perfectly mimic any fighter's style. Issue 3 opens with Taskmaster tracing Deadpool's trail of carnage. He reviews a map of dead bodies, from Venom to the Green Goblin to the Power Pack, and vows Deadpool deserves to die. At last, Taskmaster closes in on Deadpool's hideout, an abandoned warehouse transformed into a sadistic death maze. Deadpool has captured Professor Xavier and strapped him to a chair amid endless monitors. Xavier asks why Deadpool is slaughtering everyone, but Deadpool only taunts him. He forces Charles to broadcast a telepathic plea. The X-Men must come save him. Cyclops, Emma Frost, Cannonball, and Pixie respond. In the next chamber, a glowing red orb appears on Cyclops' visor. As Scott uses his optic blast, the orb detonates. Cyclops' head explodes, instantly killing him and his team. Elsewhere in the maze, Rogue, Gambit, and Colossus are trapped as walls begin to close in. Gambit urges Colossus to hold off the walls, but suddenly the room floods with a lethal electricity. All three are electrocuted and die. Xavier attempts to psychically shut down Deadpool, looks into his mind, and then realizes why Deadpool is doing what he's doing and goes brain dead from shock, which disappoints Deadpool. Professor X collapses into comatania, effectively neutralizing his mind. Deadpool then spots Wolverine on a nearby monitor, somehow still alive after regenerating from the destruction of the Avengers headquarters. Seeing this, Deadpool decides to finish him off himself. He now prepares to slaughter Wolverine face to face. He fashions a macabre costume, using Beast's pelt as a cloak and a carbonadium sword, metal which negates healing. Wolverine discovers Arcade chained in the maze. Arcade explains that Deadpool has set it all up. Wolverine then goes to kill Arcade, but then hears a flamethrower in the distance. Wolverine enters another room and finds X-23 and Daken strapped to a machine. It's rigged to burn them alive if they try to heal. Deadpool suddenly appears. In the brutal fight that follows, Wolverine's healing is useless against the carbonadium blade. Deadpool drives the sword through Logan's head, then severs Logan's skull, decapitating him. Logan is killed at long last, a testament to Deadpool's inhuman determination. As Taskmaster investigates elsewhere, he finds that Deadpool has already killed Doctor Strange and Wong. In Strange's study, books are knocked over and a diary is open. Deadpool is seeking the nexus of all realities. By the fourth issue, chaos has engulfed the world. Everywhere Deadpool's influence spreads, heroes turn on heroes. On a Manhattan rooftop, dozens of costumed characters prepare to jump in a mass suicide, but it's a trick. Deadpool has forced the Puppet Master to create magic puppets of every hero and villain. When the puppets appear, each group on the ledge is stunned. The Punisher, sniping from below, thinks he shoots Deadpool. The Punisher heads over to the body, but finds the Puppet Master dressed in Deadpool's uniform. The real Deadpool then appears behind the Punisher and uses a puppet of him to make him commit suicide. Deadpool then uses the other puppets that were created by the Puppet Master to kill several cosmic heroes and villains, including the Silver Surfer, Thanos, and even Galactus. With everyone else dead or incapacitated, Taskmaster finally catches up to Deadpool in a Florida swamp. The two mercenaries fight fiercely. Deadpool claims he's not insane. He is liberating everyone from the endless cycle of continuity in fiction. The longer Taskmaster mimics Deadpool's fighting style, Deadpool explains, the more Taskmaster will begin to think like him, a terrifying prospect. As Taskmaster struggles with these thoughts, the monstrous Man-Thing emerges from the swamp and senses fear in Taskmaster. Man-Thing touches Taskmaster and incinerates him alive. Now alone, Deadpool turns to the final act of his plan. He convinces the grieving Man-Thing to commit suicide as well, using his flame to power a portal to the nexus of all realities. Emerging from this gateway, Deadpool finds not a cosmic nexus, but a literal writer's room. He suddenly stands among the real-world creators of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. In this shocking fourth-wall twist, Deadpool advances on the startled writers, declaring, "Once I'm done with these writers, I'll find you soon enough." The series ends on this meta note. The fourth wall is broken, as Deadpool, victorious within the story, literally confronts the audience of his comic. In the end, nearly every Marvel hero and villain is dead, and the boundaries between reality and fiction have been obliterated. Deadpool's monologue at the climax makes clear his warped motive. He wanted to free everyone from the endless cycle of continuity by murdering them. The final image, Deadpool stepping out of the comic to face his writers and readers, leaves us with an unsettling question. In his view, the Marvel Universe was just words on a page, and Deadpool is coming for the reader next. Thanks for watching.